Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet here on Game Nights. As you can see by all of the different subtitles that were up when I pressed the go button, we've got a lot of energy today, and we're very, very excited to be here playing Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get started, a little bit about what we got going on the channel this week. If you are live with us on Twitch, hello. We're so glad to see you. You can find our schedule down below our faces on our Twitch page. You can also, if you're here with us either on VOD or if you're on YouTube, where you can go to watch pretty much every VOD we've ever done since 2017, which is really wild. There's a lot of shit on there. It's like 500 videos or something. You can find our schedule pinned to our Discord and our shows channel. You can also find it pinned to our Twitter. A couple of scheduling changes that we're going to have this week. We've got some people that are going to be traveling, so there will be no stream tomorrow. So we're going to be dark on Tuesday and Wednesday, barring any kind of like random video game stream, which I might do because I did promise you guys that I was going to play that FMV bundle that I bought for like $20. So
you should just play Cult of the Lamb. You know you want
I'm going to play Cult of the Lamb at some point on stream because it's got Twitch integrations, but I am going to play Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus because that's the best title of a video game I've ever heard in my life. Rob, I'll tell you about it later because I think you might like it. So no stream tomorrow night, no stream probably on Wednesday night, and then on Friday night, we're switching it up a little bit because we've got some people that are busy and being places that aren't sitting in front of a computer with us 5 days a week. That was a very pointed comment, Sid. I'm sorry. Sid's not gonna listen on Friday, so I think we're gonna do
all of my best friends in the city have August birthdays. You
just get them all out of the way.
It's just back to back. I'm sorry, I gotta do states.
Yeah, we are older than D20. And we're still doing things the same way. No, we're not. This channel looks completely different than it did in 2017, and that's probably good. But on Friday, I think, if we're up to it, Val and I are going to do maybe a little Matropony stream, which we haven't done in a while. But we'll tweet about it. But we're here tonight. I'm going to play Dungeons & Dragons. I'm going to let my friends here introduce themselves, tell ya who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, starting with, oh my god, Sid?
No, that can't be. No, not at all. I'm back, baby! Hey, I'm Christy Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, talking about TTRPG shenanigans. And I'm back! You can now, yet again, find me Thursday through Mondays, biatches. Yeah, I run our game Monster of the Week on Thursdays, and I'm playing games otherwise. I'm so happy to be back. I miss you guys so much. We had a really good conclusion series finale of Flames of Freedom, but I just missed y'all so much. I was going back and being really bad, and like every Monday I would finish Flames of Freedom, and then I get in bed, and then I turn on Strixhaven and see what I missed, and like go through and clip. But I'm really glad I'll be back because did I mention I missed you guys? I feel like I may have said that already, but anyway, tonight I am playing a Giselle, a Winter Sweet. And yeah, she is a sorcerer rogue.
Except she's a warlock.
No, she's not. She's a sorcerer.
Has she been a sorcerer this whole time?
Yeah. She's a divine origin sorcerer.
Why did you send me that she was a warlock? That's what I have on your name card.
I didn't, did I?
Yeah.
Has your name card always said warlock?
Has it always said warlock this whole time?
That's how good of a rogue she is.
Always thought she was a warlock.
What is she? You'll never know.
Anything.
What is happening?
I'm sorry. I'm bringing so much tension back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's always said warlock.
No, she's like been using sorcery points and everything.
Dog, I don't know. I don't keep up with what you guys are doing.
I'm sorry, friends. I've ruined everything. I'm gonna leave now. Okay, bye.
We gotta start the game over.
We have to start the game over. No, it's
Session
fine.
1.
I just gotta change the word. on there. It'll take me like 5 seconds. That's incredibly funny, though.
That's me.
I'm gonna go back and edit every video with a big, like, sticker on it that just says sorcerer. That would be really fun. Next up is Rob.
Or just not a
Clearly, Sid
warlock.
wasn't paying that much attention.
Have you
when she
been
was
playing a
watching
paladin this whole time?
When I was watching them, Val, I wasn't on, was I?
Willoughby's an artificer. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
God.
He's not
We're
even
gonna
an
have to start the
owlin.
whole season
He's
over.
not. He's in an owl-shaped mech. I thought I was very clear about
Willoughby's
that.
actually
Take
Goliath.
the D&D game out,
I'm gonna fix
blow
it.
on it, put it back in.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
fix it. What the fuck was I doing when I made this stuff? Was I high?
No.
Who's to say?
Go, Rob.
Hey, that's me. Meanwhile, I'm like, her last name's Wintersweet. What? Like, anyway. Hi, it's me, Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_ Rob. You're cool, bisexual, internet vacation dad. For those of you who don't know me or like hit your head and forgot or something, I write stuff, I produce stuff, I GM stuff, and I play in stuff like tonight, where I will be playing Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year, an Owlin Paladin and full-time good boy. I'm not doing much of anything else lately because I'm like getting married and that's a lot. But you know, be on the lookout for some cool shit in the near future, like another Radiant Citadel one shot that will be recorded and uploaded onto oh my god, does Lore Everlasting have a YouTube channel? Yes, it does, on youtube.com/Lore Everlasting. And if that's not the channel link, then you could find it on Twitter. You do some I'm not your dad. I mean, I just said I was your dad, so stay in school. That's me.
Thank you so much, Rob. Next up is Rachel.
Hi, that's me. Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I haven't been streaming recently, but you can find me on I'll Be Hacking Up's channel playing D&D yesterday, so on Sundays, and I'm here on Mondays with my wonderful friends. And then coming up Thursdays, I don't know exactly when we're starting yet, but I will be on Nerd Emergence YouTube, also playing more Dungeons and Dragons.
Rachel's
Apparently
playing
that's what I
D&D
do
3
next
times a
now.
week.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my characters so confused, and of course this one's completely different from all of my other ones, so that should be hilarious. I'm playing a Fire Genasi Barbarian, and so that'll be a good time. That'll start here shortly. I'll keep y'all advised. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Rachel is Mess with a Z in the middle instead of an S. And tonight I am playing Sereia Vale, Water Genasi Druid.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Last, but certainly not least, is Val.
This has certainly been an energy tonight. Hi, everyone. I'm Val. You can find me at the Grounds Ground, Twitter, and Twitch. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games, much like Savannah. I'm in most of this game on this channel, most of the games on this channel, except for Tuesdays. I run a game on Saturdays called Ward 47. We play a game called Parslings, where it's a tabletop game, but we use cards instead of dice. It's a lot of fun. So come join us for that every Saturday. But tonight I'm going to be playing Law, who is an artificer, I believe.
I'm very certain that Law is an artificer.
Allegedly.
Pretty sure.
I
It
fixed
may
Giselle's
have to
name
do with
card
the
while
fact
you
that
guys
they
were
have
talking.
Oh,
Iron
thanks.
Man suit.
Says
but
anything now.
I'm pretty sure artificer.
Yes, I'm
me know if I
Law.
change it.
I'm playing an Iron Man.
Law is Iron Man. Got it.
Is Iron Man.
Good. Alrighty. Well,
Last time we did crime.
last time
Yeah,
we
you
did
did.
a little bit of crime. I feel like that was sort of I don't know. I mean, a lot happened last time. So last time, you guys accomplished a lot. You went to a talk You had a pop quiz at said lecture. You all got some student dice from that. It was very exciting. You made a new friend of sorts in Professor Scrimmett, who you took over to see the dead body of the Slod that you guys have been keeping in one of the Witherbloom greenhouses, in the greenhouse in one of the freezers that exist in the greenhouse, which I'm just now realizing is strange to me. There's probably a reason for
So
those
there's
to
a
be in there,
lab
right?
attached.
It's a magical
greenhouse.
school. Honestly,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
there could be plants that
Mhm.
grow in
There's
like
greenhouse and then
Yeah.
lab
You know what?
for
We're
experiment.
14 episodes in and we're still world building, and I appreciate that. It's mostly just
Always
me going,
learning.
I
Always
realize
for-
I've said a bunch of weird bullshit and never backed it up, and I'm kind of having to back it up now because we're 14 sessions in. But yeah, you took him to see that. You talked to him a lot. He told you guys some stories, and in the end, when he was sort of trying as best he could in his position to back your play, to look into what exactly is going on around the campus, he gave you a note that would let you into the scriptoria in the biblioplex, so you could do some more research if you would like into some strange, maybe some strange occurrences that had happened before. We'll see when you get down there. But you guys, along with Rosie, decided that seeing the dean's research notes from this expedition that she and Professor Scrimmett went on, one of the Lorehold deans, Dean Tullis, decided ultimately, with Willoughby's okay, that you really needed to see those notes before they were written up and made public and before anything else weird happened on campus. So you broke into the dean's wing of the Lorehold Administrative Building and into Professor Tullis's, or Dean Tullis's office, where you found a strange green glowing orb on one side of her desk, and on the other, a crack in the wall that appeared to be some kind of portal to Kaladesh, which Law you immediately recognize as your home city.
Is this a painting or a portal or some sort of scribe? What is this thing?
You can hear from the other side voices and music and bustling and the creaking of gears.
Why does the dean have a portal to Kaladesh?
That's Kaladesh?
That is Kaladesh. That is, I'm pretty sure.
Like-
It looks like my home.
Your Kaladesh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Sereia's just edging closer and closer and closer.
Hold on, it could be dangerous. I'm not very sure if I'll step through too.
Okay.
She'll throw like a something through first, just to make sure it doesn't sizzle,
okay.
and as soon as
Yeah,
it
what
doesn't
do you-
sizzle and die.
What do you throw?
Is there like a bunch of is there any I don't know.
Throw
not
the glowing
pins.
green orb. That's two birds, one stone, right?
It is, I will
You
say,
get what it is.
about basketball sized.
Okay, we'll not throw that. She'll just is there loose pieces of paper? She'll wad up a piece of paper and throw.
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay. You wad a piece of
Okay.
paper. You throw it through. You see a little bit of a you see it slow down for a moment, and there's a little bit of a shimmer as it's clearly passing through something. But then you see it just kind of into the alley on the other side.
She turns around to her friends. Well, come on. Not every day a magical portal just appears in front of you. We get bye. Just jumps through.
Huh.
Sereia
How
jumps
do
through
we
the
know
portal.
we're gonna be? How do we know we're gonna be able to get back in?
I guess it's too late for that now because she's already gone through.
Oh,
She's on the other side.
oh, okay.
And Willoughby like turns around and like tidies up the office, like trying to mask the fact that they broke in. Just
Okay.
Oh, tally ho.
That's
Willoughby hops through.
oh yeah, Law's already gone through too.
Law has already gone through. Willoughby, have you ever traveled between planes before, my boy?
nope.
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure can. This will go well. Here's my character sheet. It's a 4 on the die. I want to say I have 4 in con.
Is it less than 15?
Yeah.
You feel extremely nauseous on the other side, like you're gonna throw up.
Oh. My
Will-
tummy feels all upside downy.
That would be plane travel sickness. Just crouch down, head between your knees, deep breaths.
Sereia starts
Willoughby
rustling
just-
around in her bag. Maybe I have some ginger root in here.
Willoughby just scurries over to the nearest bush and just Ralph's. Absolutely. Just like, poor fella.
Poor little
Too
guy.
late for ginger then.
You feel better afterwards, though. It passes quickly. But the three of you hear louder, much louder now, music and footsteps and voices, and you see people passing by, and you look around and you realize you're in some sort of alley, like you would be in a big city. And in front of you, you see a big crowd of people, very diverse, all sorts of folks, making their way up and down the street. I assume you guys make your way to the end of the alley and look out to see exactly where you are. You're in a marketplace. It is full of tents with tables set up underneath them and carts that are pulled by both live and animatronic animals, like automated animals. There is a extremely large sort of golden creature on all fours. I don't know if any of you have ever seen a loxodon before, but if you have, it looks like that. But the animal color.
Would I have seen it since I live here?
Yeah, Law, you've seen elephants before.
Okay, just making sure.
But Law, a big elephant. But golden and clockwork slowly winds its way down the street. But yeah, you hear all kinds of music off in the distance. You can see these big, tall spires that have these huge, like glowing blue tendrils of magic swirling around them. Law, you know what those are. Those are the spires that collect the ether, which is very strong here in Kaladesh, and is where most people get their magic abilities from. The air, it's warm here for sure, but just in general, the air feels a little bit heavy. And Law, you've experienced this before. When you went to Arcabios for the first time, for school, everything felt much lighter because the air in Kaladesh is so dense with ether. You sort of feel that familiar kind of weight settle on your shoulders. And yeah, you're in a Kaladeshi marketplace. And over the din, a couple of tents down, a familiar voice sticks out. Because even in a crowd, Giselle can be heard.
I love it. No, it should be her size too. I think so. We can get something done with it. But the colors are perfect. Do you have any more with like feathers? Like very big, bright feathers?
I know that voice.
Is that Giselle?
Who else
Well,
would it
starts-
be?
Pushing through the crowd.
Sereya's gonna look back before they go that way, and like see if she can still see the portal, like the other side.
Yep, it's still
Okay. All right. And I will just remind the two that were with Sereia, you are still hella sneaky because I cast
right.
pass without a trace. So if you don't want to terrify Giselle, we need to make our presence known.
I mean, I was just gonna sprint up, to be honest. I don't know that I could sneak that.
Let's sneak up and pickpocket Giselle.
Do it!
Make stealth
My
check.
God.
Oh, roll 20 froze. Yeah.
So
There
stealthy.
We love it. We love it when that happens.
So stealthy that roll 20 doesn't know I'm here. Okay. And I also had something that was canceling out my disadvantage for stealth.
Willoughby
Was it
cast
the
enhance ability on you.
right? Okay.
And you have plus 10 from Pass Without a Trace from
Yes.
Sereia.
Yes. So I'm gonna roll. I think it's auto gonna roll disadvantage, but it'll just be whichever the first roll is.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 1727.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to the clerk. I don't think I'm like actively looking for a pick. Oh well, I don't know.
How much have you been practicing?
No. What's that?
I said, how much have you been practicing? Do you think Giselle's keeping an eye out?
I mean, I guess it is the marketplace and open air. Sure, her perception's shit anyway, so we'll give this
Yeah.
a try.
Okay.
17? No.
Is it plus
No.
10?
It's not. Yeah, it's only a 21.
That's good for Giselle, though. Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
17.
pretty good.
Hold on, I'm going into your character sheet.
I only have a plus 4.
Law, you pull Giselle's daggers off of her belt. And you see something weird and
Just-
shiny under the table. Real quick, somebody roll me a d10.
I did it last time, so
I could do it.
Do it.
Thanks for the loot drop,
Oh.
chat.
Thanks for the
Four.
drop.
1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody roll me a d100. Robbie got
I'll
him?
do it.
Okay.
Okay.
welcome back.
Thanks. 64.
Okay. Law, having rolled out from underneath the table at the little market stall that Giselle is at, you see a vial with a strange-looking oil inside. It is clear and sort of gelatinous, but it sparkles with these very thin silver shards that are kind of all throughout it.
Okay. I will add gelatinous oil to my sheet then.
Okay. Remind me if you want to identify it later.
Vicks Vapo Rub.
Thanks for the loot drop, chat.
Thanks, chat.
Well, we'll tell you what it is in a bit if you don't want to look it up in the book. And about that time, Law, unless there's anything else you want to do, I think Willoughby, his legs have carried him clanking all the way down the street. Or jingling, I guess. Aren't you in, like, chain now?
Think
I don't
so.
remember.
Yeah, the splint armor, same difference.
Oh, okay. And Giselle, I assume you hear from behind you.
Giselle, 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 Giselle.
Cucumber, what are you doing here?
He hug.
Oh,
He big hug.
big tries to pick up. Does not happen. That's a lot of armor. No, but tries to.
Now, imagining Law has just stood up very quickly.
We were
Yeah, Law. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Well, Willoughby do his thing and then.
we were practicing for a ball game, and then there was a slot attack, and then we made a friend named Verve, and they were really cool, and they had cool tattoos, and then I found a cool cloak, and then I found a cool belt, and then I grew a beard, and then we stacked some mascots, and then we took a pop quiz, and then we found a portal, and then we're here.
You grew a beard?
Yeah, everybody hated it, but I thought it looked kind of dapper.
I'm sure it did. How did you grow up? Okay, that
got a
was a
belt.
lot. But
Willoughby's wearing like a huge wrestler's belt.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay, so the last part was you came through a portal.
Lon and Sereia are here.
Everyone's here?
Mhm.
Looking around.
You
Hiding
should
what she
really
has in
hold
her
on.
hands. Mhm.
You should really hold on to these daggers better. You just leave them lying around everywhere. Somebody's going to take them.
I did that. I just had. Oh, you're good.
I've also become a rogue while you were gone. Very
Really?
expert rogue. Yes, the best, definitely. I've been voted the best in the school at stealing and sneaking.
Okay, well we should train together then.
We definitely should. Mm-hmm.
Can I have my daggers back now, please?
Hands one of the daggers. Considers the other. Hands it over to.
Thank you. Wait, okay. Are you? Is there a break or something I did not know about? What? You're on vacation?
No. We're doing an investigation. We're currently breaking into the dean's house.
You broke into the dean's house
Mm-hmm.
and went through a portal?
Yes.
Strangely enough, the dean has a large glowing green orb and a portal to Kaladesh in their office. Also, hi. We have a party
Hi!
to plan. She gives her a big hug.
Big hug, big hug, big hug.
We have to plan a masquerade ball.
I know. Wait, you're planning it? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's much more important. Okay, well, we have some work to do then. I have a lot to tell all of you too. I was planning on coming back to school like in the next few days. Come on, there's a little outdoor cafe that I really like a lot. Come on. Oh yes, thank you so much. She pays for what she paid for and then shoves it into her bag really fast. Like she doesn't want anyone to see it.
What are you buying?
Thank you, my dear.
Nothing?
Come again.
Thank you so much. So it's not important.
If it's not important, why are you hiding it?
It's a surprise, okay, Law? Don't ruin it.
Fine. Just a simple question.
Come on. She'll like head on down the street to just like a little cafe.
Okay, yeah, you head on down the street. There's a cafe with a nice little like outdoor seating area, tables with umbrellas to block out the bright, hot Kaladeshi sun. Sit down, order some drinks, some snacks.
Frappes.
Frappes for everyone.
God damn it, Kaladesh is Greece, okay?
And a hummus platter.
Of course. Just a bunch of vegetables with like a hunk of salted cheese on the side. Yes, you take a bit of everything and then you eat it. It's very good.
Crudité.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So what's going on?
Well, I had to come home for a family thing. which is done. So that's good. But I found out some things while I was doing the family thing. There's some shady shit going on at Strixhaven.
We're beginning to put that together too. What did you find out?
Okay. So, I was talking to my sister and my older sibling, and they said that I guess some people like a while ago like didn't really like going to Strixhaven, and there was like some sort of like falling out situation. So I guess they were getting into like sort of like band magics, dark magics, and the school didn't like that. So they sort of did like a split off thing, and they made this really creepy group. You'll like the name though. It's called I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it the Auric? It's called the Auric.
That sounds similar. Isn't there something that we found out or learned about a rogue group?
Yeah. And we started to think that maybe it was disgruntled students, and we found that notebook, and
that would make sense. Yes. They tried to like poach Strixhaven students. One, because there's lots of very talented magical practitioners that go to Strixhaven, but also to stick it to the founders of Strixhaven.
Okay. So we have the name. Who did you find this out from?
From my sister. Even knows so much stuff. And, doing a little snooping during the family thing.
Sure.
We happened to be around some somewhat protected information, so we took advantage of it. I didn't take anything, I just took notes.
So you did take something?
No, I took notes. I took notes of what was written.
That is taking. You took notes. You took the notes.
I wasn't going to take things out of the place of... I mean, no, I didn't take anything. Anyway.
You haven't run into my family, have you?
She hasn't, has she?
No.
No?
Cool.
Why?
No reason.
Okay. But... So, I don't think you'll like this part, Law. But, I think this Auric group is using mage hunters.
I sort of assumed you were going to say that. That's you know what? I've been able to at least prepare myself for the fact that we are probably going to have to deal with one of those. I'm working on it. We just need to make a mage hunter.
A hunter of mage hunters.
Mm-hmm.
If all else fails, I'll be the mage hunter.
Have you seen a mage hunter before?
No, but, they're apparently scary, but, I mean, enough fire and everything will die.
we've been up against some tough stuff.
You mentioned this lad.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Ugh.
And he kicked
If you want to see its
butt.
body, it's still in the not lobby. Why did I want to say lobby? That'd be a really weird
Slotty
place
lobby,
to keep
slotty
a
lobby,
body.
Sorry, lobby.
Oh, they've stuffed it and displayed it in the Witherbloom lobby.
Yes, it's now in the Witherbloom lobby. No, it's
not a
in
bad
the
idea.
lab. Lab is word. Lab is word I wanted.
I want to see a slotty body.
You can.
Okay. So I know here at least the government and the city guard and everyone is very much on high alert about people using the mage hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you all something and then you can tell anybody?
Of course.
Oh. Sure.
So, you know how I said it was a family thing?
Uh-huh.
So the family thing was that my baba got arrested for being a suspected member of the Auric.
Oh.
So he's not though. It was totally false allegations, but they were not taking any chances. So as soon as there was like one whiff of it, he got scooped up and thrown into prison.
Well, that's not fair.
No. But he did recently mysteriously disappear from the said prison. So there is that.
Well, I'm sure that nobody's very happy about that.
I can neither confirm nor deny anyone being happy or sad about said circumstance.
Did you break your grandfather out of prison?
My grandfather? No.
Your father out of prison.
I can neither confirm nor deny any involvement in any alleged or real wrongdoing.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check for Willoughby. Nat
Insight?
1.
No. She can't confirm or deny, I suppose.
Sereia doesn't care one way or another. She doesn't even need to roll.
A lot of
Willoughby's
people
just
are
not very
so
wise.
They don't need to roll.
For being an owl, he's not very wise.
Yeah. I think Law has known Giselle and Giselle's family for long enough. I don't think they'd have to roll shit.
Yeah, Sereia assumes that she had something to do with it and is okay with it. Does not bother her morally at all.
Well, do we need to help find him?
No,
I
I
don't think so.
think so. My baba is very resourceful.
Resourceful.
Yes.
Okay.
If
She'll be fine.
if it's your papa, I bet he's resourceful.
Oh, very.
You know my dad's going to be very angry about that, right?
About what?
About
Oh,
your
about him mysteriously
father
disappearing from the prison?
mysteriously disappearing from prison, yes.
Okay, look, Lo. Your dad knows that, like, my dad is a morally ambiguous person, but he's not involved in this, like, bad order of mages or anything. And he certainly wouldn't fuck around with mage hunters. No way.
It's fair. Alright, well, why are they on edge about this group right now here in Kaladesh? Is something
Because of
going
the
on here?
mage hunters. Well, they've been
Did some
hearing
go missing,
rumors
or have we
about
seen
it.
them?
I get so. What we found is that I guess this Auric, it started in Archivos. Is it Archivos?
Arcavius.
Octavius.
That's
That's where Strixhaven
It's
is.
That
like
is the
the-
Strixhaven plane, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They started in Arcavius, but they've been looking to expand, like here. And, you know, if they're fucking around with mage hunters, nobody wants that, especially here.
Right. Well,
Well, maybe if we stop whatever's going on at Strixhaven, and nip that in the bud, then maybe it will put a stop to whatever else. I mean, maybe they all lead back to the same place, but
I mean, we found that carapace, right? The piece of the mage hunter.
we did, and we found more evidence. The slod that attacked us might have been attacked by the mage hunter at one point, and we found some dirt in some wounds, old wounds that healed up because slods heal like really quickly. In the wounds that the slod had, and we found that dirt matched a place called the bad place, the bad area,
The
Badlands.
near Strixhaven. And so we're planning on going there, which Professor Skrillex had some information on the bad place, and
I
they
don't
were
know
going
Professor Skrillex.
They're with Quandrix. They're one of
Oh,
the
okay.
they weren't a dean with Quandrix.
No, it's just a
or they were
professor.
just one of the professors. Okay. But they're one of the professors at Quandrix, and so we became friends with them. They told us a lot of very interesting, very long stories, and apparently they went to travel to the bad place a lot, and they researched it with the dean of Lorehold, who has a paper with information on it and maybe a map. So we're trying to break in to get that information so that we can go to the bad place and maybe find the mage hunter or whoever is controlling the mage hunter.
And where you break in, that's where you find this portal and you come find me.
Yes, that's where we are right now. We're like in the closet of the dean.
Well, why don't we go and get the stuff?
Are you ready to leave now? Are you good to go?
Well, Yvette's around here somewhere. Where would she go? Jewelry. I think I know where she is. Are you all done with your frappes? Okay.
Yes.
Make sure you tip well here. The waitress is really cute. Bye.
So the waitress walks over.
Soraya leaves an
clean the
entire
table.
gold.
She walks over to bust the table, and as you're leaving, you guys just hear kind of a "oh!" And she like looks around, like thinking maybe you left it on accident.
My friend told me to
Amazing.
tip well. I don't know.
Puts it in her apron.
Money means nothing to Soraya.
And she quits her job.
And we love that about her. You guys make your way down through the marketplace, and just like there is, I put a little bit of the official Kaladesh art in the Roll20. I guess since it's official D&D stuff, I can show it on stream.
It's so pretty. It's so cool looking.
This is some of the official art for Kaladesh, which I love. This is the big element to love. Occasionally you see one of these big sort of ships flying overhead, way above you, making sort of a slight like humming noise as they go. It's a busy place. But yeah, you make your way down a little bit to a stall where a vendor has a bunch of jewelry and stuff set up, and you see your sister Yvette haggling, probably.
I told you. Ivy!
What?
You remember all of my friends?
Oh, yes. Hello. You are Blue and Law and Little One. Hello. Good to see you again.
This is Yvette, my sister.
Willoughby whispers up to Sereia.
I've never heard anybody call you little one before.
Well, I'm littler than Giselle, so that's probably why.
What are you all doing here? I thought you were at school still.
We are.
Technically, they are. Technically, they're in a really big closet right now. It's a long story.
A
I
field
have
trip.
all my stuff. Yes, like a field trip. But they have a portal I got used, so you want to tell Marius that I am leaving right now?
You're just going to leave?
Well, I mean, I was going to go back in like 2 days anyway. I have all my stuff with me.
You brought
It's
all of your
important.
stuff with you?
Have you seen my purse?
Okay. I guess. No one's going to be pleased. And now they're not going to be pleased with me.
Mama's never pleased, and neither is Marius. So
No,
what is the
but-
difference?
I like to avoid that when I can. It's not my fault. I'm the favorite.
Go hang out at the office for a while. They'll get over it.
So boring.
Thank you for my
Bye.
presents.
You're welcome. Fine. Go back to school. Have fun. Your professors got letters from Baba, so you
Okay.
should be okay for some. You are going to have some makeup work to do, but I'm sure your
Yes,
friends
I
can
know.
help you.
I have a lot of homework to catch up on, you guys.
It'll be fine. And
Those
you
helps.
come back to visit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
gonna
like
bring
it
them
here.
home for summer. I think they like it a lot.
You'll love the summer here. It's very hot, but a lot to make up for it. Okay, go before I change my mind.
Yes, yes, I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yes, I
Hugs.
love you too. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Don't get lost on your way back.
We won. Skase. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm ready.
As Giselle says she is ready, and the four of you get ready to turn to go back to your portal. Law, you see something a little startling at the end of this long road. A very familiar sight. One of these large, sort of clockwork elephants pulling a. It's nicer than a cart, but it's sort of a large wheeled vehicle that is covered with this sort of gold drapery, like it's covering whatever is inside. But it's sort of translucent, so whoever is inside can see out. And on the side, in a dark red color, is your family emblem.
Is that the direction we're going?
It is coming towards you from the other way. So it would be following you towards the portal.
So it's behind us?
If you're facing
same
the
direction?
portal, yes.
Okay.
If you're facing the way you need to go, it's behind you.
We should probably go quickly. Hurry up.
Oh,
Hurry up.
shit.
Walk faster.
Hide them. Hide them. Hide them. Be cool, though. Be cool.
What's happening?
Soraya stops. She's been like kind of like skipping along and like twirling a little bit. Like she just stops.
That's either their father or well, no, it's not your sister. It's probably it has to be your dad, right?
Yes, probably. Or somebody that works for my dad.
Okay, go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Do you want to say hi?
don't know how they would, if it is my dad, how he's going to react to me being home when I'm not supposed to be. And if I explain how I got here, he is going to ground me or report me or arrest me. One of the
And I
two.
really, really, really do not want their dad to know that I am in the city because it looks really bad for me, neither confirming nor denying certain things. So we should go really quickly.
Oh, okay.
How tall is Law?
Not incredibly. I think like
Taller than 5'2"?
Oh yeah,
Big.
definitely taller than 5'2". Oh no, Law's
Everybody's
6'2". I
big
made Law
for
my
me.
height. Never mind.
I think
Oh,
that's
shit.
with the horns.
That's with the horns. Yeah.
Because Sereia's got on
But
her
those
cloak
don't
of
come
elven
off.
kind, so she could put up the hood and like kind of block, or just give it to Law.
Because I assume all of our spells have worn out at this point. We sat down and had coffee and all of that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
She's gonna take off her cloak and tell Law to put that on.
Do I have to attune to this?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you do. Damn. Thought it was a good idea.
At least
Never
it's a
mind.
cloak. It will cover
cloak.
their horns.
Yeah, it is a cloak.
Don't you have a cloak of just?
I do have the
placement, though?
cloak. No, I've got the cloak of protection. But I can use. It's a cloak. Put up the hood.
Yeah, it's
Put
a
up the
cloak.
hood.
We all put up our
My
hoods.
horns still poking out from the other.
Well,
my
there
white
are
horns.
there
still
are a lot of
poking out.
tieflings in Kaladesh. How many of them have bright white horns? You guys quickly make your way back down the street, and slide into the alley, and go back through the crack in the wall.
I should have mentioned Giselle's fur. It looks like she got like a buzz because it was very hot. And she's wearing a pretty sundress. So
Good for sneaking.
Excellent.
All
for
of us are in
sneaking.
stealth tactical gear right
They're in
now.
like armor and like. Oh wait, Law, you're in
Invisibility
infiltration
cloaks.
mode.
I'm wearing my infiltration mode armor.
amazing.
Very good.
Yeah, Giselle is in like a bright yellow sundress.
Yeah,
Great.
our rogue is in the bright yellow sundress, and the rest of us are in sneaky gear.
Look, I'm on
Got it.
Very good.
vacation, okay? You surprised me. If I knew you were here on some sort of stealth mission, I would have dressed differently.
So the four of you make your way, sliding through the crack in the wall, back to Strixhaven from Kaladesh. Giselle. Oh, I can put you guys on the map now because I had time to do that. Okay. So, you all, here, I'll show this to chat real quick. You all step back in to the office that you left. You are over here, this office on the right. On one side of the desk, well, it might be the large room. Actually, let me double check and tell me the right room. I don't want to say the wrong thing. The deans probably have the nice ones, right? Oh no, I was right. It's that one. Don't second guess yourself, kids. This office right here. So that one on the
Were you
right
peeing
hand side.
something? Because I
There you
couldn't
go.
see it. Okay.
So that office right there, the orb on the left-hand side of the desk as you're facing it, so you guys are coming out from the right-hand side of the desk, this wall back here. You step into the office, the green glowing orb, still over there, a bunch of knickknacks and books and all sorts of things are scattered around, and it is still very quiet.
Does the orb look like a crystal ball, which I can assume that Sereia's, mentor has one?
It's
Does it
similar.
look like Winna's crystal ball?
It's similar. I think you know that like Winna's crystal ball, when it's not being used, looks dormant, so it just looks like a ball of crystal until something is actually happening with it, when then it would emit light, or there would be like images or something inside. This is sort of permanently got this green swirling mist inside, and it's glowing. So
Do you think maybe it has something to do with the portal? Like maybe while it's active, the portal is active or something?
I can try to identify it if you want me to.
You have to touch it to do that, alright?
I don't think.
I'm pretty
so,
sure
but
we've
that
had
could-
this discussion before. I think
that
you have to
might
touch it.
Probably.
I'll double check.
I don't remember what any of my spells do. Why would I
You
do
choose
that?
one object you must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
Yes, that is.
It looks like a crystal ball with maybe an active spell.
Hopefully
Possibly.
not a scrying spell.
No, but like you said, maybe it's holding the portal open.
Listen, I'll just touch it and we'll see what happens.
You said you were looking for some papers, right? Why don't we look for the papers first before we touch the glowy magical thing? Just in case we have to get the fuck out of here afterwards.
Okay, there.
We look for papers about what we came here to look for.
Okay, there are a lot of them. Dean Tullis has a lot of notebooks, a lot of scrolls. So you can spend like a few minutes sifting through them. It'll probably take you 10 minutes to kind of go through all of them and see what's there. Just everybody who's looking, just make an investigation check. Okay.
Also an 18.
Yeah, nah.
13. Jeez.
Okay.
8! Giselle got distracted by one of the mirrors and is just admiring her new haircut and
Yeah, Giselle. I don't think you find anything. There's a lot of stuff in here.
there's a lot of stuff in here.
You get a little distracted. Law, you search through the part of the desk while Willoughby searches the other side. You don't find a whole lot. There's a lot of outlines. There's a lot of like drafts of syllabi. Nothing that really catches your interest. Sereia, as you're looking around, you see a few things on one of the bookshelves that catch your eye. There are a few relics here that aren't actually just knickknacks and might be worth a little bit of gold to somebody. Nothing like highly magical or anything, but stuff that would be worth like 25, 30 gold if somebody were to do something with it. But behind some papers that are left on a shelf, you find an old wand that seems to have been sort of forgotten back here.
Character moment.
You get to decide what you do with that information.
I mean, she's gonna pick it up. It's just whether or not she's just gonna throw it in her bag to look at later or show her friends now. Like,
Okay.
do we just steal it, or do we just steal it? We don't have time. This is a problem for tomorrow, Sereia. She puts it in her haversack.
Okay. Put the information on that. And Willoughby, you are going through one of the drawers that you can reach on the side of the desk, and you find a log that Dean Tullis has been keeping of expedition notes. You guys flip through them, I assume. But Willoughby, there are a few interesting notes that kind of stand out. I'll give you the text of these as well so you guys have it. But they say the following kind of things that you pick out as probably important to what you guys are looking for. There's a page that says, discovered glass relic today. Construction unlike other Badlands antiquities. Further study required. A little bit down, you see little progress today. Headache making it difficult to focus. A couple of pages later, there's an entry where Dean Tullis says, found myself arguing with the team today, blaming headaches and lack of sleep. Convinced the glass orb doesn't originate from the Badlands inhabitants. More modern? Magic is strange. A couple of pages later, you see departing expedition early, frustrated with team, eager to investigate orb at Strixhaven's facilities. And then the final page of the notebook says home again, but it says it over and over and over, and you flip the page, and the next page says home again over and over, and the rest of the journal is just filled with that.
Same handwriting and everything.
Mm-hmm. Same handwriting, a little messier in some places, but nothing that would lead you to believe that it was somebody different. I will put those in the Discord for you guys as well.
All work and no play makes Dean Tullis a dull dean.
Dull Dean.
Dull
Dull
Dean.
Dean. Dull Dean.
Dull
Damn.
Dean.
The brain cell, it's here. It's in
Y'all
our
should
house.
get married or something.
Ew. Really?
I'm getting vibes that Solstheim place you excavate and the Skyrim
Yeah.
game where the guy goes
Yep.
crazy. Anybody else get that vibe from
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. We need to take this orb.
Well, ruh-roh. I know what's gonna happen next. We're gonna have to kill a bunch of Draugr.
You're really not helping the fact that I've been fighting playing Skyrim again for like a week. Like, goddamn. So many games. to play.
Let's all start it on the same day.
So let's play it.
Just
Let's
start
get
another
Skyrim
playthrough.
Or
together.
you guys could
Come
get
on.
Elder Scrolls Online.
I
Don't
have it.
Tempt me.
I also have it, and Val also has it.
I also have
I never
it.
had
It
anybody
used
to play with,
be-
so it was no fun.
Hi, Wally. Thank you
I
for
never
joining
had-
us right as we started planning the time we're going to play ESO together.
I didn't know all of you had ESO. I was so addicted to it for like 3 years.
I just
Oh my
bought it
God.
like a
I'll
month
go
ago.
back.
I just got it like a
I'll
month
go
ago.
back.
I haven't done shit.
I'm a
I tried it
glutton
once
for this
and-
shit.
Hey, Wally, you want to play Elder
And
Scrolls with
got
us?
sad.
Hey, chat, you
go
want to play
back.
Elder Scrolls with us?
I just downloaded Cults of the Lamb. You're gonna make me download Elder Scrolls Online.
No, we're all
Holy
going to finish
fuck.
Cults of the Lamb first, but that'll only take a couple days. Anyway, what do you guys want to do?
I'm
Anyway,
basically done with this.
I stole a wand. Write down notes, Willoughby, with your fast, speedy handwriting.
Yeah, Willoughby is like putting together as much of this as he can without like outright stealing the notebook. But as he is, he's just gonna say,
Do y'all think that something happened to the dean? This
Is she
doesn't
not
look
here?
good. Well, we've seen them, but I don't know.
Did Willoughby
The-
read all that to us? Are we all on the
he
same
would.
page
Yeah,
there?
I mean, he would have been like, sort of like this could be him like pointing it out as well.
Okay. Because whether I know that information is definitely going to color my
Sorry,
reaction
yep.
right now. I just wanted to make sure before. I
Yeah,
react
no,
to
no,
it.
no, for sure would have shared.
I'd say something happened to the dean. Boy, he needs a vacation, or they need a vacation, don't they?
She.
Do-
Yeah.
Do you think that Professor Scrimmet knows this?
I didn't get the vibe from Professor Scrimmet that they were also the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I don't know. Anybody could be in on this now.
When is the last time that anyone saw Dean Tullis?
I've seen her walking around, I think.
Has she been teaching classes? Does she teach a class?
Sereia has literally no idea who that is. She probably has met her, but has no idea who that is.
Yeah, I will remind you guys that Professor Scrimmett did specifically tell you that she is not Dean Tellis is not teaching classes this semester.
Okay, I felt like we had gotten some information.
Yeah,
like
he
that,
mentioned
but-
he said a lot of things, so I don't feel bad reminding you guys. Like, the man talked a lot when I was possessed last week by Professor
Possessed
Skrillex.
by the ghost.
But yeah, he specifically said that like she's not teaching classes this semester. She has been specifically working on research, and then like deanly duties, whatever deans do, which I assume is sit
Usually
around and make
dress up
lists
in
and make a lot of money.
Costumes and hit on Jeff
Yeah,
Winger
just-
and
Yeah.
Oh right.
My deans generally push work off on other people and get paid six figures. I'm sorry, none of my deans are ever gonna see this, so it's fine.
Maybe they should.
We all have very different relationships with deans in general.
I don't think I've ever met.
My
a
dean is usually just standing outside yelling, "Sam!" So-
I was just about to say that.
I've never
my
watched
dean is
Supernatural,
Jensen Ackles.
but man, that impression was
That was-
spot on.
It's really good,
Perfection.
right? He's the
All
one that
I
says
heard
you've
was
used your
Soldier
last
Boy.
haul.
Yep.
Did I steal that from Jensen Ackles?
He on Supernatural is really cowboy and he says you heed your last haul. It's a whole thing.
Oh shit! I
Love
like
it.
I thought you
I
knew.
just said that. No,
Incredible.
I just said that.
Jensen Ackles here in the studio tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Anyway,
I loved you on One Life to Live.
I loved you in My Bloody Valentine 3D.
I've literally just seen him in The Boys. Like, I don't know anything else about him other than
We-
racist, angry Captain America.
we
we stand Jensen
keep-
Ackles here.
We keep talking about Jensen Ackles is the thing. Okay.
It's like the fourth time it's come up.
Yeah, it keeps coming up. That's fine. Jensen, if you're out there, love to have you on
We
the
love
show.
you. We fucking love you.
We
You're
would
amazing.
love.
Full body
Love
work.
to have you on
Just-
the show. And also in the studio. And also for you to live here in our basement forever.
Oh,
But not in a weird way.
No, not in a weird
though.
way.
In like a
They haven't let me out
No,
in
definitely in a
months.
weird way.
Okay.
join me.
So, you guys are all invited to our Jensen Ackles basement party. You guys have these notes pertaining to the glass artifact. What's the plan here?
We need to take this orb with us.
I don't. How would we transport it? And what if the dean has some sort of connection to it? It seems like it's corrupting her.
Even better to get it away from the dean, but clearly, okay, I can't believe that there is both a corrupting magical orb and a secret cabal of former mages within like spitting distance here, and they are not related to each other in some way.
I feel like they have to be related in some way, but I'm not usually great at connecting the dots.
It
Okay,
just seems
But
like a
that
very
seems
easy
pretty
dot to connect.
obvious. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you should touch the orb here since we're still in her office and we need to get the fuck out of here. So why don't we wrap it up in like a scarf
Oh,
or
yeah.
something, and then we can put it in my haversack, so it's in like an extra dimensional space, so people can scry on it or something, and then we can mess with it later.
That's what I was thinking. One of us shoves it in our bag, and we amscray with the information we have. But we should get this away from the dean, figure out what it is, and then maybe get it to another grown-up later.
That sounds like a good idea.
Not that we are
We
not
can-
all grown-ups as established.
more grown up than us. Yeah, I
We
think
are
we should
young
get that out of
adults.
here.
Okay. Pulls an Afghan out of her purse. Throws it over the orb.
Okay.
Is anyone
anything
else
happen?
getting like a Lord of the Rings vibe right now for like a Palantir or something?
What is Lord of the Rings?
Oh, it's this great play. So there's this ring bearer, right? And he's a halfling, and then there's lots of humans.
This is
and
going
elves
to
and-
take like 20 something.
You're right.
hours
You're
to
right. We should
explain.
talk on the way. It was so
Oh,
good.
okay.
Okay, so you throw an Afghan over the orb, and Giselle, you pick it up?
Yep. To put it in my bag.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great.
I just love that we all assume that throwing a thin piece of fabric over an item is gonna.
Oh, I
As
Gonna
if-
save us all.
As
Oh,
if
I
people in
didn't.
fantasy worlds don't wear gloves.
Willoughby would not have been the one to figure that one out, but Rob did.
16.
Okay.
Ooh.
Remember that the lock that we had to pick to get in here was a DC 24. I doubt the 16 is gonna do it, but that's just me being very
yeah.
pessimistic about this situation.
I do remember the DC 24
The DC 24
that you
builder's
meant.
grade lock that was installed on the back door.
Like, I expected it was going to be a doorway to a panic room that we were breaking into. Like, that's the kind
Yeah.
of lock. Like,
I mean,
No,
I'm
that was
panicking in the
just-
room right now. So,
I mean, I am
you know.
also. Sid is
Yeah, yeah.
panicking. Giselle's just
Yeah.
putting it in her bag. No big deal.
Call this a disco because
God damn it,
Buddy,
Rob, I
I'm
was 2
panicking.
seconds away from making that joke.
I chimed in.
haven't you people ever heard of?
Why are we all so in sync tonight?
emo trash. Oh, yeah, that.
That, yeah.
Look.
Okay.
The scene will never die.
It's true.
Yeah.
Puts it in the bag.
And Giselle's possessed, but none of us know that.
We just got Giselle back. God damn it.
Seems fine.
Let's leave.
Nothing weird happens.
All right, we have it. Let's go.
Sereia casts Pass Without a Trace again,
Okay.
just in case.
Chat's killing me right now. Okay, so you cast Pass Without Trace. You open the door back out into the reception area. Everything seems as it was. It's right out here. The door that you came through is that central door. It goes out into that main hallway. Is that the direction you guys are going, or do you want to go out the way you came?
Shit, I have to remember that I have this thing. Never mind. I have a divine, the sorceress thing that I can add 2d4 to an attack or a saving roll once per short rest. But I completely forgot about it, and the scene has ended, so okay.
Next time.
Next time!
Yeah, you already got
Um,
the secret whisper and everything. There's no going back from that.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe should we
way
go
we
out the way we
came?
came, or hear me out, front door.
At least we know there are no well, okay, the only thing back the way we came is that statue that we snuck past before. I don't feel as sneaky now as I did when we got past it.
I'll also remind you there are a couple of Tombo debts in there as well.
There were some Tombo that's back there too. Is the front door right here?
The Tombo debts were through the double doors, right? That we
Yes.
passed through to get to this hallway. So we could
Yes.
just go by the reception, out the hallway, out the front door.
Here we go. I'll ping you guys really quick the path that you took to come in, because I just remembered you
Yeah.
weren't seeing this last time. So
We
this
weren't-
is
yeah, we weren't seeing
the reception
My
area.
imagination. Just
Sure.
trying.
So this was the other dean's office. This is the dean's office that you were in. You guys came in through this door. Oh no, I've opened another tab. Apologies. To get to the hallway, you came through this set of double doors right here. Through this, like, repository. This is the door out to the porch that you came in.
Okay, if we go straight down that hall, though,
Out.
that's those double doors there are the front
I
doors.
don't want to edit. Stop it. This set of doors, you guys would know this because you had to walk all the way around the building. That set of doors is going to go out into the main admin hall, because the deans have their own wing of that building. So those double doors are not going to take you outside. They're going to take you out into, like, the main admin building.
Back. the
I
way
feel
we
like you
came,
got as far around the building as you had to walk. I feel like you would know this.
Yeah.
What if? Yeah, we don't have any reason to know that there are all these doors going between the dean's offices, though.
Yeah, none of us even go here.
I mean, there are a lot of doors in this building, is the thing.
Yeah, I think we just go back the way we came. Let's try to sneak past the Tombodettes and.
Okay.
Add plus
GTFO.
10 to all your rolls.
So plus 10 with Pass Without Trace. Everybody roll a stealth check. If you've got anything to add, now is the time to do it.
Giselle's gonna go ahead and cast mage armor on herself, just to be safe.
You little faith.
Stealth.
D&D Beyond made so many happy noises when I crit. 22 plus 10, 32.
Whoa. Yeah, I just
Well,
rolled an 18, so that's good.
Oh my god, you guys, I forgot
Well,
Rosie was supposed to be here this whole time.
Oh, shit,
my
Rosie's with
God,
you!
Rosie's
So
here.
stealthy.
No, Rosie was keeping watch.
That
Yes,
makes a lot of
Rosie.
sense, actually. Rosie would have offered to
Rosie
keep
can't-
watch.
So she's back like near the entrance right now. And
Yeah,
being
she's
on
out in the
Kaladesh
hallway.
with us. Okay.
She's out in the hallway.
It's fine. Everything's fine. She was keeping watch.
God, I mentioned her at the
Somebody
beginning
needed
and I
to.
completely forgot about her. Yeah, she was keeping watch in the office. She kind of wandered out into the hallway, that kind of thing. But yeah, no.
Okay. 22 plus 10 is 32.
Oh, hey, Giselle.
Oh, Rosie?
Hey.
Hi. Thank you for keeping watch.
Oh, yeah. Nothing weird happened.
Okay, good. Hi! And she'll give Rosie a hug.
That is good to see you.
17.
Okay. Willoughby?
15. I rolled a 2 and a 13.
Oh, plus 10.
That is,
Oh, I know.
I'm assuming with the
Yeah.
plus 10.
Oh,
That is with the plus 10.
okay.
I have disadvantage for being a clanky boy.
Fortunately, that is exactly what you need to roll. The five of you now sneak back through the records room, through the shelves, sort of waiting a moment as you hear one of the archivists roll past on the other side, pop through the door onto the porch, hop over the low wall, and you are home free.
We're a sneaky
Alright.
bunch.
Mission accomplished. Absolutely nothing went wrong. So let's get the orb somewhere safe.
Do you think it would be a good idea to take it to a trusted adult now? Should I call Winna? Or should we just keep it and not do anything with it or tell anyone? Which sounds
I
like the
think I
wrong
should try to,
answer.
like-
Maybe we secure and maybe vet an appropriate adult first before we take it out of the extra dimensional space where it is safe.
I think I should identify it.
I
I don't
want
think you
anyone
should
to
touch it.
We need to learn when it does.
Yeah, but not at the expense of your mind.
Well, if something happens to my mind, then we go get the adult. But what if we take it to an adult and it turns out it's like super evil or something? We've taken it to the wrong adult or something like that.
Why don't we figure out which adult we want to talk to? But in the morning, because it's like 11 o'clock at night and we don't need to be explaining to them where we got a mysterious orb this late at night.
Okay. Are you gonna
Angry
keep it with
going back.
you then, Giselle?
We're going to keep it in the bag, and we are not
Okay.
going to take it out of the bag.
Okay.
Just
All right.
come find us if you start getting funny voices in your head or something.
Do you want me to sleep over?
Oh, yeah. We could all sleep as a group just to protect ourselves.
I'm kind of plain walking jet lagged. I just kind of want to go sleep in my bed.
Okay, but let one of us know if you start to feel funny or have weird dreams.
Okie doke.
And Sereia will head to Witherbloom campus and her bed.
Okay. Everybody goes to their respective dorms. I guess Law and Willoughby, you walk together towards the Lorehold campus. Sereia in a different direction and Giselle in a different direction. And everybody settles down to go to bed. Except for Giselle.
Goes into her room, locks the door, makes sure no one's looking, closes the shears. And we're not gonna take it out of the bag, but Giselle is, as she has been compelled to do so.
And take it out of the bag.
Yep.
I'll put on the spooky music. Giselle, you take the orb out of the bag, and as soon as you grab it, you hear in the back of your mind it start whispering to you. Not all of it is in a language you can understand, but some of it is. At first, it's kind of disjointed. Some words here and there, some phrases that you catch, but eventually the voice sort of solidifies and it begins to speak to you in sort of a low whisper. It says, "So, you wish to learn more?"
What is going on here?
Many things. What is it you wish to learn?
I want to keep my friends safe.
With that, I can help. Keep me with you. Close. I know many things. I'm gonna have you make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure this is gonna fail, so I'm gonna do the thing that I should have done in the first place.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll this favored by the gods. Once for a short rest, you can, if you fail a saving throw or miss an attack roll, you can roll 2d4 and add it to the total. Because that's a 9. 4 and a 1, so it's a 5. No, it's 14.
Okay. You feel that same feeling wash over you again, sort of compelling you to keep the orb close.
Is in the extra dimensional space close enough, or should I keep you outside, like in my purse, or?
This space is nearby enough. As long as you can hear me.
Okay.
If you wish to tell your friends, you may. But they must lay a hand upon me to be protected.
Okay.
Sleep now. We will speak tomorrow.
Wraps it back up, puts it back in the haversack, and goes to sleep.
Okay. Anything else anybody's doing tonight? Okay. Then we are going to go ahead and take our break.
Sorry, I got magically compelled by an evil magical item the first night back, guys.
Welcome back.
Don't worry about it. We all need to ponder the orb sometimes.
Sometimes you have to ponder the orb. I'm sure that your friends are going to be able to help you fix this. When we come back in just a few minutes, we're going to take a quick break and refresh our snacks, our drinks, and ourselves, and our orbs.
Chat says the orb's just an MLM, and they tell their
And we're going to
friends
ponder
tell
how the
their
orb is kind of an
No.
MLM. We will be right back. Everybody drink some water, stretch a little bit. We will see you in a quick few minutes. Stick around. And welcome back. Internet, thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are refreshed, and we've all pondered the orb, and we are ready to continue playing Dungeons & Dragons here in Strixhaven. So, we're going to pick up the next day. Is there anything specific you guys want to do? Because you've got a lot on your plate and a lot coming up in the next week or so.
Sereia's going to send a quick message to, well, she doesn't have time to have a conversation because she needs to do stuff for the masquerade ball, but she's going to go to where they send, like, you know, their little voice memos. And she's going to send one to Winna saying that they found an evil orb.
Okay.
Par for the
And
course.
describe it. Yeah, just describe it and give a little bit of detail on what they found in the notes that went along with it, assuming she's going to assume, because she has no reason not to, that the glass thing that was talked about in the notes is this glass
That's a
thing.
fair assumption.
Yeah, because she has no reason to assume otherwise. So she's going to just throw that in there and then come back later to check her messages.
Okay.
And then run off to do hopefully masquerade things. Because that's soon.
Masquerade things. Yeah, actually, Sereia, I think as you're on your way to do some planning, Grayson sees you kind of as you pass each other on one of the concourses. He says, "Oh, Sereia.
Hi.
Hey. I know we just talked a couple of days ago, but how's everything going?"
I'm good so far. I still need to talk to somebody about a list of potential vendors because I don't know any in the area.
Right. Mina's actually putting that together for you. That's
Okay.
what I wanted to let you know. That and I told you about the possibility of a fashion show, right? We kind of do one every year before the ball to get everyone really hyped and everything. Well, since we've had to move it up this year, the fashion show is actually going to help with funding whatever it is you plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to have people design a bunch of outfits, and then at the end we're going to hold a little auction, and we're going to, make copies of them or make replicas of them and sell them. So you've got a lot more money to work with than I originally thought.
Oh, great. I also need to talk to some of my friends at the Prismari campus about making some sculptures.
Right, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know, we're actually going to hold that in a couple of days. So if you guys want to get in on that.
My friends are joiners, so I'm sure that everybody will want to partake in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. He hands you a sheet. It's kind of like a flyer, but it's got a little bit of like a rundown of how the Rose Stage fashion extravaganza is going to work. Is here.
Perfect. I don't have a chance to look at this now, but I will read it later and I will tell my friends.
Oh, that's great. And I sent Mina your way, so in the next day or so, she should be finding you about some business stuff.
Perfect. Thank you for all of your help and funding.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't get to do much as a kid, but I got to plan a lot of parties, so I'm kind of good at this.
I can tell. I'll see you later.
Bye.
He runs off. That's right, we're doing a fashion show.
So reading this paper as she's walking to probably meet up with her friends for breakfast, does it outline ways to partake in said fashion show?
Oh boy, does it. It's got a whole list of rules, maybe. I thought maybe you guys would want to know before you agreed to participate, even though I'm assuming at least 2 of you will.
Well, apparently we're joiners, so...
You are.
Are you trying to argue with me about that right now?
That's kind of what this whole campaign is based off of.
Oh,
If you read any of the book. There are moments in the book where it's like, if they seem like they don't really want to participate, here's what you can do. It's great. So there is a fashion show before the Magister's Masquerade, which happens every year at Strixhaven. Usually it happens at the end of the year. But for reasons generally unknown to the student body, it's been moved up to couple with the Battle of Strixhaven this year. So it's going to be fashion show, Battle of Strixhaven, Magister's Masquerade, back to back to back, all within a couple of days. So y'all are going to be busy bees, especially with your orb situation. So the way the fashion show will work, let me pull up this chapter, which is called Dressing for Success. So there are a few ways to participate in the Rose Stage fashion extravaganza. You can, in preparation for it, create an outfit. This can be put together from things you already have. This can be creating an entirely new outfit from a design, anything you guys like. There are obviously dice rolls involved, but you can do that, you can either find someone to model your outfit at the fashion show, or you can model it yourself. It is up to you. There may be rival fashion designers in the mix, and then there will be a fashion show where anybody who wants to can participate in the preparation phase of dressing somebody, making adjustments to the outfit, adding magical flourishes, etc., etc. And then you'll walk the runway. Or whoever's wearing your outfit will walk the runway. And then afterwards, this year specifically, they're going to hold an auction, and the better performing outfits are actually going to be duplicated and then sold to help fund the masquerade, because it is happening so quickly this year.
She is going to run and show all of this to her friends.
Is
Giselle's
Giselle
at
just in
breakfast.
her? Okay, I would make sure she wasn't just in her room gazing at the Palantir,
No.
inciting dark rituals.
Nope. She went down to breakfast. Oh my
Alright.
goodness.
What?
So my sister went to Strixhaven, so she kind of knows. She didn't graduate for reasons, but she went, so she knew about the masquerade. So I had to get you all something, especially since I was gone for so long. So I thought I would get you presents. Do you want to see them?
Yeah. I love
Okay.
presents.
Okay. So Lo, I mean, your armor is kind of the best possible costume, really, but people have seen it before, so I thought we would maybe zhuzh it up a little bit into something different. Okay? Go
Alright.
with me.
Okay.
She pulls out of her bag what looks like a tube of almost like silver polish, but it is bright green. Okay, it's only temporary, so you can clean it off afterwards. But what if you went as a frog? You could go as Dutch.
Do you want me to paint my armor green?
Temporarily. It wipes right off. It actually makes it nice and shiny afterwards, too.
And masquerade as a giant armored frog.
Well, you could be like Dutch kind of looks like a frog.
It's perfect. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you can just use the polish too. Like it goes on green, but then you wipe it off and it makes it nice and shiny.
I'm going to need a new helmet for this. I'm going to have to make a frog helmet. Okay. I have ideas.
Okay.
A frog helmet.
My thought
gotta
with
do
most
it.
of this is we just work with what we have, right? And Willoughby, you have such good armor too, right? So, I found the perfect storybook, and I think that you can go as the main character, okay? It's this old story about they're looking for this stupid cup or something, but it has all these knights in it, and this one, his name is Galahad, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's pronounced
but-
Gallivant.
Gallivant, yes. So, if you don't like it, it's okay. I thought the mask was really good, like probably too good, like kind of scary, like the sort of that uncanny valley situation. But I got you this mask, and she pulls out the most terrifyingly like accurate human mask of a rather handsome face.
Oh, this is like one of my graphic scrolls. Yeah, the Knights of the octagonal table. That's what it was.
That's the one. Yes, you know it.
Yeah. It was like an adaptation of a storybook.
Yes, So you could just wear your armor and make it like up nice and good, maybe add a sash or something. But then you could wear the mask and you could go as the human Gallivant, Sir Gallivant.
Oh, thank you. This is so sweet.
I hope you like it. If you don't like it, it's okay. It's just I thought it would be fun.
Willoughby literally is a paladin of like, what the hell is it called? Basically, like glory. He's a paladin of glory. He literally like this is like his biggest fucking dream. I love this.
Is Gallivant Willoughby's hero?
Sure. Yeah.
One of many, I
assume.
assume.
It's canon now. Yeah.
Okay. Sereia, I thought for a long time. And again, I'm sure you have your own ideas. But I found the perfect dress for you. It matches your coloration perfectly. I got it a little bit shorter because I know you like to go barefoot. And I had an idea. So she pulls out this beautiful dress in like turquoise and purple, and it's got a very particular feather pattern to it. And then she pulls out just this headdress of its peacock feathers. You can go as a peacock!
I've always wanted to be a bird.
It would look so lovely on you, and we can do your makeup. Or I mean, you could get a beak if you wanted to, but we could probably do it with makeup to like hint at the animal. Whatever you want.
I would probably lose a beak.
We'll do makeup then. But do you like it?
I love it. It's beautiful. I've
That was
never
what
had
I was-
feathers.
It was what I was getting when you surprised me, so I wanted to hide it.
These
I've
are
also
wonderful
always
gifts.
wanted to be a bird. Sorry.
They were just ideas, though. I mean, you could go with the masquerade, or if you wanted to use them for the fashion show. Although if we're going to sell the things from the fashion show, I don't know how that would work. Because two of you are using armor that you kind of need and probably don't want to sell.
Well, if I understand what you said right, they're going to make their own based on our designs, and then they're going to sell those.
Oh, okay.
I have ideas.
Okay.
This was so wholesome.
I've been thinking about it all week.
I almost
My heart
forgot
is
that
happy.
you're most likely possessed by a scary orb right now.
She butters us up, and now she's gonna go ahead and try to recruit us for MLM.
That's how it works. That's how they get you.
Now that I've
Well-
given you these gifts, would you like to ponder this orb?
First orb touch is free.
How they get you.
That's how they get you.
Giselle, anything weird last night with the orb of evil?
Maybe we can go talk somewhere private.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't inspire a lot of confidence for weird things not having happened with the orb of
Oh,
evil last night.
Stop it. I don't want everyone to know about it, okay?
Okay, well, we still need to find you an outfit for the masquerade and or fashion
I was so
show.
worried about all of you, I forgot about my costume. I have no idea.
I have an idea. What if you go as a cat?
That's extremely offensive, you know that?
I just figured it would be easy.
I'm a cat
Good.
person, though. It's not a costume, it's who I am.
Well, you got Willoughby a human mask. I just figured we'd do something. We'd spice it up a little bit.
Willoughby is not human. Willoughby is an owlin.
I know that.
Giselle, I have an idea.
Okay.
Why don't you go, since I'm going to be a peacock, and Willoughby already has feathers, and he's going as a uncanny valley human.
Are you
And
gonna
Bob's going as a-
shave me?
No.
Please. Please.
No.
Is this about the beard? I said I was sorry. I publicly apologized about the beard, okay? I'm sorry.
Okay, we won't pluck Willoughby.
Oh, God.
We specifically have torture as a line for this game. I'm going to discourage
Yes.
plucking Willoughby.
Yes.
But what if we got Willoughby to do the thing again so he has the deep voice in the human mask?
There are some iterations of Galahad with a beard. I'm just saying.
I mean,
This isn't Galahad, this is Gallivant.
Sorry. Gallivant had facial hair?
They're different. Read a book.
God.
Chat's saying they will protest.
Oh no.
I love bearded Willoughby and
We're gonna
totally
enjoy
I
support
walked
him.
a fine fucking line
Oh,
with that
God.
bit, and I cannot do it again.
It was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
I think I'll get fired.
We will cancel Rob.
Yeah.
You can't cancel Rob, he's your dad.
You can't cancel your dad.
Oh, watch me.
Well, sometimes you should.
Well,
Some
okay,
of
no,
our dads,
that's-
maybe.
Yeah, some of our
depends on
dads.
who your dad is.
Anyway,
I had an idea, and since Lad's gonna be a frog in armor, you could also be a different animal, and you look really good in gold, so you could be a golden eagle.
I love that idea.
We get you a really sleek gold dress and some gold feathers, and make either like a really cool ornate mask or a
I could
headdress
have
of
a
some
big,
sort.
like a big, feathered, like what is the collar, the stand-up collar
Mhm.
with just gold feathers.
And hear me out, maybe a veil of like shimmery gold fabric that has like the mask on the front.
I love it. Okay, perfect. I
Okay.
will work on this.
I will help.
I have a question. How many hours of sleep did Giselle get last night? How long does Giselle sleep for?
Yeah, not any. She's not an elf, so she needs like the 6 to 8, typical.
Okay.
Does she sleep like a cat though and do it like 2 hours at a time and then get up?
Probably. I
around?
mean, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
that's...
Knock some
Does
stuff off the
Giselle
counter.
get the zoomies?
Giselle does get the zoomies.
You guys
It's-
know Giselle gets the zoomies. It's just that when she gets the zoomies, she takes things out of your pockets. Giselle,
Mhm.
whatever was compelling you about this orb,
Uh-huh.
starts to fade.
The answer was friendship.
The answer
Um,
was stalling.
Can we? Why don't we go back to my room? And we can all start working on our costumes. Before class.
Are you alright? Do you need more caffeine?
Come on. She will do her feline agility, and she's just like 90 feet.
Giselle's the zoomies.
Giselle the zoomies, and she goes zoom. She's like
Sereia little,
power
can't
walking
keep up.
back.
But trying.
Law offers the flying carpet to anyone that has trouble keeping up,
You all
which
get
I
on.
don't think Giselle's seen yet.
You all.
Oh.
Fuck, Giselle wasn't here with the flying carpet.
Mm-mm.
I assume the rest of you get on the flying carpet. And you
Oh,
fly.
no! Giselle was here for the flying carpet. Yeah, she was.
Were you?
She's the
Oh
one
right,
that jumped
no,
over
yeah,
it.
because we had. The
Oh, you
flying
had it in the
carpet
swamp.
on-
That's right.
In the swamp.
Yes, yes,
Before
yes.
you left.
Yeah,
Okay,
she was
you're
here.
right.
Yes, yes.
So you all get on the flying carpet.
Yeah, when the
And
evil
we-
demon FedEx guy showed up.
Yes.
Yeah. She was there for that.
The devil UPS man.
I forgot that
and
was
you-
how we got it.
Yep.
It's a man in khaki shorts and a khaki shirt and a khaki baseball cap who brought you a package and said, "This doesn't have a name on it. Here, you take it."
And then disappeared.
Listen, I can only do loot drops so many ways. Lately, they've just been you find something weird on the ground, but I'm gonna change it back up once I get the UPS man back involved. So the three of you get on the
Who's
flying
gonna be
carpet
the
and
BB?
follow Giselle, who is basically sprinting somehow through campus. And I think you hear the voices on the concourse of like 3 or 4 of your friends. I think Quintilius and Cadorus are like, "What the fuck is going on? Is that Giselle?"
Your girlfriend's back.
Hi, Q. Hi, Doris. See you later.
What the fuck? They just keep going, I guess. And you go back to Giselle's dorm?
Yes.
Okay. You're there.
Giselle, of course, has lofted her bed because she likes to sleep up high. And everything is very. I don't think you all have been in her room yet. It is very lush. It's very plush. Everything is like covered in like the velvets, and it's super extra, naturally. Okay, yeah, something happened with the orb last night.
Wait, are you okay? Where is it?
It's still in the bag, but I did take it out. Because it told me to when I picked it up. And so I just
Jeez.
I felt like I had to, but I think whatever they did is done now.
So it's like possessed your mind.
You told me to do something and I felt like I had to do it.
Well,
It said it can protect us. It asked me if I wanted to learn things. And I said, yes, I wanted to learn how to protect my friends. And it said that I could, but you all would have to touch it first.
So we're definitely not going to touch the orb.
I don't think any of us should touch the orb. Even touching it with the scarf was not enough. I think it's very powerful, you guys.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about all the spells I have just to see if there's anything that could help us with this. Just give me a second. There's a lot to go through.
I would like to cast. I don't know if this applies because these spells are so frickin' specific, but I'd like to cast Detect Evil and Good on Giselle.
Okay. What does that detect? Let's see. Aberrations. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
I would like to make a case for the magically consecrated or desecrated language.
Would that ping my divine magic sorceress origin?
Wait, you're a sorcerer?
What the
Actually, I'm a warlock. I just decided to change it last minute. So
You know. You weren't really getting
Like you
along
do.
with your patron. Yeah, I mean, I think. I don't think for Giselle, I don't think there's any like massive ping or anything. I think there's like a little bit of celestial energy kind of surrounding her. As far as the orb,
which is still in the
Haversack?
haversack, which is an extra dimensional space.
Yeah. Yeah, Willoughby, I think you get that little bit of energy from Giselle, and then I think radiating out of the haversack, you get, it's just a little bit of energy. It's like something is blocking a lot of it. But you get just a little undead.
It's possibly some sort of necromantic artifact. I mean,
There was a person in there?
well, a person, a spirit, a lich. It could be a bunch of stuff, but it's not good. But it seems like you're okay.
Okay.
I mean, this spell isn't really built for this sort of thing, but it's the closest thing I got.
You did good, Kukabaya. Thank you.
So the orb was going to eat your soul or something. That's what I'm getting.
I need thicker scarves.
All right. I think I agree that we need to get a bigger gun in on this because I can't think of any spells I have that might help with something like this.
Well, I sent a message to Winna this morning, but we should probably find somebody on this plane that we trust with this information.
You said you
Well-
liked the professor's critics.
But they were very close. Said they're very close. And they seem to work a lot with the Dean Tullis. But
they
then
know-
again, they might have noticed certain changes in their personality that might have made them suspicious, and maybe they just didn't mention that to us because it wasn't really our place to know anything about that at that time. We are going to have to admit to the professor that we did break into the dean's office, though. I mean, it's a gamble. It's going to be a gamble no matter who we go to. If we go to Professor Shortbeak, there is a good chance that we're just going to be making the same risk.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Since Willoughby detected that it might be slightly undead or necromantic in matter or magic, an argument could be made for maybe one of the professors or deans from my college, considering that's kind of their area of expertise. I know that you guys don't really have a lot of classes with them. 'Cause I don't think any of you are taking any Witherbloom classes, right?
I don't think so.
But there are several very good options for people who kind of specialize in, this kind of thing. So that might be a good option. But
Would the
let me know
plan
what
be
you
to-
think.
Would the plan be to tell them exactly what's going on, or try to be like, oh, we found this, can you tell us a little bit about it, or something?
I'm willing to say that I did this all on my own, including the
Here-
breaking and entering,
I think
just
that
in
there
case they
is-
get in trouble.
No,
Well, I think there may be a better option. It just that dawned on me that I keep forgetting, but we already got in trouble for this. So maybe this is the first place we need to go. We have a group of friends who are yelling at us to do certain things and to involve them in stuff and get their help. Maybe we should talk to them first and see if that
Who
they
yelled
have
at you?
any- was it Cadorus, Quintilius?
Literally,
Rosie.
no one yelled at you. You've never been yelled at your entire lives.
Why did they
They-
yell at you? What for?
my
They
dad
do-
was one time really cross that I had snacks after bedtime.
Okay, they did not yell at us, but they came to us concerned that we weren't involving them in all the scheming and planning and trying to save the campus sort of stuff, and they wanted to help out. So we let them help us. That's why Rosie was there with us last night. I think we maybe should involve them first before we go to the faculty.
Okay, first step, friends. Second step, maybe somebody in the faculty.
But I think Witherwood might be a good idea, and maybe we see if we could trick somebody into helping us.
Do you have a
Yeah,
good
there
enough
is-
relationship with one of the professors that you won't get expelled?
Well, the Dean of the Vein, Dean Valentin, is one of the reasons why I'm here, because they're friends with Winna. So that's why I came here to learn, and that's kind of where I was leaning. But there's also Tavash is Tavash. I don't know how I'm sure the professor's name. They are pretty awesome professor of decay. So those were my ideas. Pretty much anybody in the college would probably know a lot of things, more so about necromantic things than I do, but. Or Willow Dusk, the Treant. They're older than this college itself, apparently, according to lore.
Jesus.
Which is a pretty cool flex.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are my ideas.
I mean,
For
I think
people.
those are good ideas. I mean, I don't imagine a Treant is going to be very judgmental of us if they're older than the college itself. These are sort of mortal matters that mean nothing to them in the grand scope of their lives and stuff, so...
Mm-hmm.
Why don't
Yeah.
we talk to our friends, see if they think we should do that, or if they have other suggestions. I'm just trying to learn from past mistakes.
Considering we made an oldie but a goodie when we, grabbed this orb without knowing what it was. So we should probably loop in our friends.
I have a very important question. Has Quintilius asked anybody to the masquerade ball yet?
Oh,
No.
yes, lots of people.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he's asked like everyone at this point.
I didn't hear about that.
Hmm.
I think you're fibbing.
Oh, are you pushing her buttons?
You could play along with me like just once or something.
You're so mean! I've been gone for so long. I thought maybe you forgot about me.
I think he missed you. You tried to hang out with us a lot.
Nobody could ever forget about you.
You guys are biased.
And he only tried to hold my hand like a couple of times. It wasn't a big deal.
Well, she's gonna hit you again.
It's another fib.
Armor.
I missed you
initiates.
too, Law.
In fact, you're all reminded briefly of the fact that none of you have asked anyone to the masquerade ball.
That's so stressful. Don't put that on me now. I have to plan the damn thing.
And nobody's asked us either, so...
Not yet.
It's just
Law's
like high
literally
school
going
all
to forget
over
unless somebody
again.
asks them, or they're just going to show up to the ball because somebody else goes, hey, the ball's today.
Don't worry, I got plans.
Once
If
done
you got
one,
plans, DM me now or forever hold your peace. Because I got plans. For once in my life.
Oh no.
Okay, let's go talk to our friends.
Agreed.
Okay.
Round up our friends.
It can't be that hard to round up your friends. They're always sort of in the periphery. Which friends would you like to round up?
I assume when we're not actively doing something, they're just standing around in designated spots, going over the same dialogue
Yes.
over and over
Like,
again.
I was thinking more like the Truman Show, like they're ready, like in, like start, and then like, someone radios over, like, okay, they're coming down Main, go, go.
Yeah. It's
I
exactly
work
like
for
this.
Bellathor at the general goods store.
I'd sell my sister if I could.
This cold can be good for my crops.
All right, which friends do you round up?
Quintilius, Cadoris, and Rosie.
Oh.
Quintilius, Cadoris, and Rosie.
Those are the only
And
ones
Lydia,
I think at this
obviously.
point are officially in on this, right?
Yes, officially, unless there's anyone else you want to involve.
They are sworn to carry our burdens.
I thought maybe if I kept talking, you would drop it. But in
I
my
won't
heart,
drop it unless
done
I'm,
now.
over
I'm done.
encumbered,
I'm done
savvy.
now.
oh my god! But in my heart, I knew they wouldn't. Chat is currently taking bets on how many dice I'm going to roll to see how many people ask Sereia to the ball. I'll let you all make your own assumptions. You gather up
100.
Cadoris and Quintilius and Rosie, and as the dungeon master, I'm giving you the chance to involve anyone else you want to involve right now.
Who is that older Witherbloom student? The one that was hanging out and doing a lot of stuff?
Urs
Oh god,
Maktak.
Urs Maktak. Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to ask him too.
And he's hot.
He's hot. He's got
Yeah,
that.
Andy really
he's-
likes you a lot.
He's the one with the forked tongue. I'm just saying. You guys
We
saw
go
the art.
find him too. Yeah. He's unnecessarily attractive.
Kind of
Everyone here is unnecessarily attractive,
weird.
including the cast.
You're all unnecessarily attractive. It's very distracting. All right. So Quintilius, Cadoris,
Good.
Rosie, somebody invites Urzmaktok. He begrudgingly agrees to show up. You have a whole stable of NPCs, so you know. So the four of them will meet you at
Our lab.
The bar that crawls. It's the most secretive place we have.
the pub
That
that
is
crawls.
true. Like that is our.
It's
We
like our
need to
bat
utilize that
cave,
better.
dude.
And
And
That's like our
Quintilius and
alcoholic bat
Cadoris
cave.
have both been there before, so they could find it again.
There are Robin and Batgirl. Who's who?
Cadoris is Batgirl.
Yeah,
100%.
Cadoris is Batgirl.
Come on now, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the four of them meet you at the pub that crawls. Shit, I'm gonna have to remember the bartender's name. Bowen?
Yeah, I think that's right.
You could tell me anything.
Bowen? No, I want to get it right. I wrote it. It's
Yeah,
something I
whatever.
wrote down. I want to get it right. When did we do that? Oh my god, it was like 7 sessions ago.
It was.
Oh, Jesus. I'll find him in here. I'm pretty sure it was
Bowen sounds right.
Bowen or Boyan.
I'm looking too, but I would just like to say that I just passed in my notes Giselle.
Oh yeah, that's gonna come up.
Forgot about Giselle.
Here it is. Boyan.
Just so nobody else remembers it.
Boyan the
Or everybody
pixie.
remembers it.
Giselle.
Which Robin is Quintilius we could discuss in the chat and in the Discord after the game because I don't have that much time.
Not chaotic enough to be Jason Todd.
Chat is saying Dick, which is probably right.
That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
We'll
That
talk
feels-
about it,
that
don't
feels
worry.
Right.
So you make your way out. Your friends have your other friends in tow. You all meet up at the pub that crawls way out in the bog, just past the edge of Sedgemoor. Boyan, the pixie bartender, in his little tuxedo, sort of hops up on the bar, kind of settles down because he can fly, sits cross-legged. Well, it's been a little bit.
Sup,
Hi,
Bo?
Bullion.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I thought you forgot how to find the place.
No, we've just been busy bees.
No. That seems like it tracks for you guys. And you got a new friend. I see. Well, a couple. Hello, I didn't see you down there. It's funny because I'm like half her size. Rosie's grumbling.
Do you mind? We're doing kind of a super secret meeting. Can we use one of the back rooms for that?
No, I mean, the rooms are yours to do with what you want. Can I get you something to drink?
Yes.
Do you have champagne?
I mean, I got anything you want. It's kind of the magic of the place.
We'll take 2 bottles of champagne.
Okay. Anything
And
else?
However many of us there are glasses. 8 glasses?
Maybe 3 bottles of champagne then.
8 glasses. You all right?
She'll
Order
pay the
up.
pixie.
He basically just snaps his fingers and does some little hand signs, and some bottles of champagne appear with glasses on trays. You can take them into any of the rooms of the pub that you wish.
Let's do the library. Because I forgot we have like a super secret library that has a lot of cool information in it. We should probably look through that too.
We should
There
spend
is a
more
room
time
back
here.
there with a tank as well, which I think would be very helpful in the future. Just saying.
What's a tank?
It is a big machine that shoot thing like and then explode, and also runs like kind of and runs over things.
Wow. That sounds very helpful, especially if any of those mage hunters show up.
Yeah, there's a sign there that says that like, oh, this can't be fixed or something, but I'm pretty sure I can fix it.
Oh, I have every faith that you can fix it.
If anybody can, it's Law.
I'm still stuck on the...
I like that.
Do I
part
need to
too.
explain that more? The wheels, they kind of run, and then the thread, the thing wraps around.
Oh, I thought it was just a noise.
Hi, everybody. We're not going to just talk about tank sounds. Come on into the library, please.
Oh boy.
Sereia starts popping open champagne and pouring glasses.
Hey, I'm back on board. Let's go. You
Hi,
and your friends
Hi,
kinda
Quintilius.
gather. Hi, Giselle. I didn't think I'd be seeing you for at least a couple more weeks.
I was supposed to come back in a few days, but these guys came and found me, so I'm here. Hi.
They did.
I thought
They didn't mention it.
Well, we
It was
sort of
really
ran
late last
into her by accident, yeah, and we told her like you missed her, and you had come to us like crying, saying like you missed her so much it hurt.
They did not
sometimes.
say that. They did not say that
And-
at all.
And
They
so
are
we
lying.
told her, and she was
That's-
like, "I feel the same way. My
They
heart
are
aches
lying
for
about
him."
everything coming
And-
out of their
and-
mouth right now. Everything.
I'm not sure which side of the argument I should try to be on. If I'm being totally honest.
Okay, so the reason we're
She
here...
keeps touching her shorter fur, waiting for anybody to notice.
Well, you look lovely.
Well, thank you.
Very summery.
I got a fur cut. Right, so business. We found a super scary magical item, and we are trying to figure out what to do with it.
So to start from a little bit before that, we, she points to Willoughby, Law, and Rosie, we broke in to one of the dean's offices to look at their notes on what, on some stuff that was going on in the Badlands. And when we got there, there was a portal to Kaladesh. Not sure why. And a super creepy green glowy smoke orb. So we went to Kaladesh, got Giselle. That's how she came back. And then we came back in and we looked through the notes, and Willoughby took some notes, and in those notes, there was some stuff about a green glow. I didn't really read it. Willoughby would probably be better at explaining what was in the notes.
Yeah, so it seems like they uncovered it during this expedition or this dig, and the general consensus is that it's not from the Badlands. And, well, Dean Tullis seemed like they were having headaches and mood swings and just uncharacteristic behavior the longer they spent around this orb, and it just got really spooky at the end, where they're just writing the same thing over and over again, just saying we're home. And, well, we just want to make sure that this whatever is coming from this orb doesn't corrupt the whole of Strixhaven.
I got possessed for a little bit, but I'm fine now.
Yeah,
She
so
got better.
the solution was
better.
to get it out of the office. And so Giselle, in doing so, touched the orb in a little bit.
With a scarf on it, I thought the scarf would be enough, but it wasn't thick enough, I guess.
Yeah. Probably should have brought gloves. But
Or tongs. Lo, could you make us all like really big tongs, so if we have to touch like scary magical items again, we just have it in our bag and then we can like...
But yeah, I could do that. I already have something like that for making things, so
But can you make mine really pretty? Like, can you like etch little engravings into it and stuff?
okay, I'll paint like flames on it or something that'll make it pretty.
Cool. Oh no, cool designs like for my staff. Like
I only know
frost.
how to do the flames.
Oh, well, flames are okay too.
I can do blue flames. That'll look
Ooh,
cool.
yes. Okay, that sounds good.
oh yeah, so then Giselle got possessed, and then
For a little bit.
unpossessed, and we figured that. Oh, and then Willoughby did a thing, and it seems like it's undead-ish, necromantic. I don't really know.
Mhm.
That's well, your guys are here, because we don't know what happens, what to do next. We have a couple ideas, but we figured we would loop you in before we made a decision, because we didn't want to get in
Because-
trouble again.
You're our friends. But if I hear again that any of you yelled at any of these three, I'm going to be very upset. No yelling. We can use our respectful words.
Quintilius looks very offended. No one yelled.
They said you yelled at them.
No. We sat down and had a talk. Some suspicions were laid out. And we came to an agreement. Like adults.
You used that disciplinary voice, though.
We don't need to argue semantics. What's in the past is in the past. Nobody will yell at anyone anymore.
Right.
We do need to ask a very important question just to make sure that we're all in the up and up. Are any of you members of Auric?
Looking at everyone's faces.
They all look extremely confused.
Do we believe their confusion?
I think so. I think you know these people well enough at this point.
Have any of you been approached by a mysterious figure asking you to join a dark society of magic users?
You hear a voice at the back of the room that you did not expect because you didn't invite them. Sorry. Do you mind if I join you?
Who that?
It's Grayson.
Oh! Grayson?
How did Grayson find us?
Sorry, you guys are pretty easy to follow. No offense.
Why would
Grayson,
you
are you
follow
stalking me?
us?
Well, just a lot of weird stuff has been going on, and, I mean, a lot of rumors are going around, and I don't know, you guys keep getting together with bigger and bigger groups of our classmates and talking in hushed tones in pretty public places, so I followed you. Sorry.
Grayson,
We insight check Grayson.
are you a member of a shadowy mage organization called Auric?
I'll let him answer this question first.
No, but I know who they are.
Insight check.
Okay. Val?
0.
Amazing.
Good.
I love this guy. This
You
is the
do
best.
not-
Do you want a drink?
No. You've never seen this man before in your life.
Who?
He goes to our school?
The voice sounded
He
familiar, and then you
doesn't
turned
even go
around
here.
and looked, and you were like, who the fuck is that?
Wait, who are you?
That's Grayson.
Who's Grayson?
No, it's the future entrepreneurs of Strixhaven. We've had, like, multiple conversations.
He's the club president.
Grayson,
That
don't
was
take it
someone
personally.
else.
No, it's been me all year. I've handed you
I thought
several
their name was
flyers.
Gideon. Are you not Gideon?
No, I'm Grace.
Sereia's right. Don't take offense. They are concentrating on different things.
What did everyone else roll?
12.
Okay. Seems legit.
Wait. Oh, we will wait upon our far more wise friends. No. Oh no.
11.
Oh no. Kukubayas?
19.
Oh.
Get him, Willoughby.
Get him. Get him.
Sick him.
Okay.
Willoughby. You know Grayson. Grayson is always a little bit anxious. He gets very nervous around other people, despite wanting to be an entrepreneur and all that stuff. I don't think you've ever seen him this nervous before, but you don't get the sense that it's because he's hiding something. I think you get the sense that he's that he has some information that he's pretty afraid to share, but he's shown up in the room anyway, in front of all these people.
And then Willoughby will break off from the group and just like walk up to Grayson alone and just sort of like put
Take his hand.
how tall how tall is he? Because
He's human, so he's
Yeah.
probably average height. He's probably like 5'7", 5'8".
okay. I'm
Oh,
going to
across the
put a
table.
hand on his forearm because I am very small. And just say, Grayson, it's okay. We just want to help Strixhaven. And if you have something you need to tell us, you came to the right place.
he knows you. I don't think you have to make a check for that. You're Willoughby. He sort of nods and he looks at you for a minute, Willoughby, and I think he's extremely anxious. He's always been kind of a nervous guy, but he's struggling. But I think he takes a breath and he looks at you and he nods. And he says pretty quietly, I think you all can hear, but I think Willoughby can hear it the best. You're looking for the Auric, right?
Yeah. If they're the ones hurting people, then yeah. We need to find them.
I don't know if it's them or if it's just somebody working with them. But somebody approached me last week.
What did they say?
Who were they?
I don't know. They hid their face and they had some kind of, I don't know, some kind of blur or something where I couldn't really see them. But they came and found me. I'm taking a couple of Witherbloom classes, so I was out in one of the labs out there in Sedgemoor. And they just appeared.
They're pretty secluded.
Yeah, they just appeared and they came to talk to me, and they said some stuff about being too smart and too good for Strixhaven, and that I could do better elsewhere, and that in the long run it would be safer for me if I did.
Did they give you any sort of meeting place?
Did they threaten you?
Not in so many words. But kind of looks at Willoughby for a minute, like sort of really hesitating. Willoughby, they said they knew the Dean. Dean Tullis. I'm not in Loreholds, but I mean, I know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be right, right?
They said they knew the Dean? Well, we don't know exactly what's going on yet, but Dean Tullis is a part of it. I don't know if it's willing or unwilling, but they're linked to something unusual going on. And I guess you folks were right that a magical artifact and this group, too much smoke not to be a fire, right?
You were very brave to tell us this, Grayson. I know we're not the best of friends.
I'm sorry.
We're all a little intense.
I'm sorry I didn't say something sooner, but
We've been pretty secretive about our part in this as well.
We all want to protect ourselves and protect others. It's okay.
no offense, but I figured if anybody knew what was going on, it might be you guys.
We've kind of been in the middle of everything.
So, cool bar. And Grayson
Hands him a glass of champagne.
he takes it gratefully, kind of sips on it, looks around and says, "So, I guess with me in the room, you've got every college represented now.
Oh yeah. How about that?
I want to help.
I remember you now. I'm sorry. There was the meeting. I just put it together. Grayson, right. Sorry.
Hi, Law.
Hi, Grace.
Cadoris from somewhere in the background. So, what are we gonna do?
That's
Well-
kind of why we wanted to talk to all of you. And that's a good point, Grayson, now that we have somebody from all of the colleges.
I mean, are the Auric people sending students to Dean Tullis? Are they a recruiter? Do they know how to find Auric? I mean, the two have to be connected, right?
I think whatever this is, this orb that we found has something to do with Auric. It has to, right? So, otherwise, again, big coincidence that there's two like super bad things going on at the campus at the same time. So, we wanted to get all of your help because this orb seems to have some sort of necromantic effect and was taking control of Giselle's mind, like temporarily, albeit a long time temporarily. And I can try to identify it, but I have to touch it in order to figure out what it is. So, if anybody has any ideas for how we can do so safely without getting our brains messed with, we might be able to figure out what's going on. Or we can research and see if we can find anything about this orb in the library, but that's about all I can think of.
I think
Well, we
Quintilius is the first to talk. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. That's all right.
Quintilius just pipes up and is like, so full-on mind control, or well, something temporary, obviously.
Well, when I touched it, it told me to keep it secret and keep it safe, and then to talk to it later when no one was around. So I did because I felt like I had to. And then later I talked to it again, and they said that it could tell me secrets. And I asked if it could help me protect my friends, and it said yes, it could, but my friends would have to touch it first. And then it said to keep it sacred and keep it safe again. And then I went to sleep, and then it kind of wore off.
Okay, so I mean, it sounds to me like you could be dealing with some kind of charm effect or some kind of suggestion. But if it's
sounds
temporary, that's good. I mean, if you don't feel like it still has a hold over you. There's lots of things that could cause that, but there's also lots of remedies for them. The charms can be broken pretty easily. I mean, there's a few different spells that can deal with that. Also, I mean, I hate to say it, but, you know, a little bit of pain usually breaks those kind of things as well. Or if it's some kind of curse, I mean, curses aren't my area of expertise, but those of us that are a bit more versed in divine magics are okay at breaking those as well, so. I mean, you've got a
I wonder.
pretty well-rounded group
Sorry.
here.
I wonder if one of us should talk to whoever's speaking through the orb. Try to figure out how to reach Auric.
sort of use the orb to get information on it, like if this orb is actually trying to recruit us.
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever does that though, we should maybe, don't know. Does someone have something that could make someone's mind not be so susceptible to a charm or a curse or something?
Only resistant to acid and fire.
I only have like 5 character sheets up. Give me a sec. Kadoris does pop up from the background. Preemptively, Willoughby could probably help with that. Some way, somehow, right?
Oh yeah, you can like buff up people, right?
I mean, you're good at sort of talking people up, helping them be better at stuff up front, and then on the back end, I mean, I can't break curses or anything like that, but I can at least try to tell what's going on. Together, I think we could have a go at it.
I like the idea of being able to maybe try and figure out what it is. So maybe if someone could, like Willoughby, if you could like buff up Law before they try and figure out, like do the identify spell thing. Would that work?
I don't want to volunteer anybody to do this. I'm okay being the one to talk to the orb.
I also don't think anybody would be surprised if I joined a cult, so I don't mind being the one who touches the orb.
I never want to touch the orb again, so
I'm
I
prone
will
to
help
wander off.
from the side.
Well, the only reason for me to touch it is to not for the talking part, but for the like casting the spell on it to figure out what it is. So
We do both maybe? Try to identify it, and then whether or not that works, someone tries to talk to it and get more information.
maybe while somebody's talking to it, trying to get information, they distract it, and I touch it when it's not expecting me to touch it, and cast a spell on it.
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess we haven't tried 2 people touching it at the same time. Or like one person can touch it and then Law can touch it.
Like, I couldn't cast a charm spell to charm more than one person at a time, so maybe it has to, like, maybe it takes a couple seconds to, like, recharge or something.
And maybe it's not something inside the orb, maybe it's somebody using the orb to control
That too.
people.
Maybe.
I guess there's only one way to find out. Like
But
I
we
said,
have
I
ways
don't
to
mind being the
break.
guinea pig.
We have ways to break out of it if things go bad.
And we have ways to
Somebody-
make sure that when you touch it, it doesn't affect you as much beforehand. So why don't we do both those things?
It sounds like we have what I would call a plan.
As much of a plan as this group usually gets.
All right.
Are we gonna do this here?
I think here is probably the best.
I think
bet.
we should. It's safe and remote, and I can lock myself in one of these rooms.
We're not going to do it alone.
Well, I don't want anybody else to get hurt.
No, Kukovaya. We're safer with our friends.
Well, you said it yourself. They wanted you to be alone, right?
Well, I don't care what they want. Whoever touches it is going to do it with everyone around to be safe.
I have on this amulet, so they can't find me.
Don't we have two
So
of those
they-
amulets now?
No, it's just the one. The
I thought we
amulet
found another
of proof against detection and location.
I see a good idea.
So I can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors through divination. So I guess it just depends on what this thing is using, but it won't know where I am necessarily. Maybe. She says to her friends.
Almost
I
like
don't
you
know
guys
if
have a
that's-
shit ton of magic items.
Yeah, we've got so many magic items. And I bought a
can
necklace to
threaten
match.
to blast it with a flamethrower if it doesn't behave.
I could freeze it until it shatters, but I don't think that's what we want to do.
If all else
At
fails,
least
I
not right
guess.
now. Okay, so someone's going to touch it, but first we pump them up, and then afterwards we do something to make sure that they're not under someone's control or something.
I think between all of us, we can figure that out.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
I'll touch it.
Well, wait, not right now. We have to prep first.
Okay.
Lots of prep
She was absolutely reaching.
is going to go into
You
touching.
get it like a look, like a cat
orb.
paw. Like, "Nyeh."
And we're reaching the end of our time, so I'll leave you with this one quick little scene as everybody is sort of discussing amongst themselves what is going to happen, who's going to touch the orb, which at the moment seems like maybe Sereia, although Willoughby also volunteered. There is a moment, Willoughby, when all your friends are sort of talking around you, and you feel just a gentle, like, hand on your shoulder. And Kadoris sort of sits down in a chair next to you. Are you okay?
I just don't want my friends to get hurt anymore.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Can I help?
How?
I don't know. You guys are kind of the experts, so I was hoping maybe you had something for me to do.
Oh, w- I guess. What do I know? Kadoris is like. You know when you've like known somebody too long to ask them anything that you should already know?
Yeah.
What, like knowing your streaming friends for several years before you find out their last names? No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's been a weird experience for me.
You guys have last names?
No. What is Kadoris's like class?
Yeah, it's Rob. His first name's bonus.
First name bonus. Middle name Stage. So Kadoris is a Quandrix student, which I'm sure no one expected.
No, I like. But
you've seen him
mechanically. What does he do?
Yeah, you've seen him fight once before, briefly at the Rose stage when him and Quintilius were kind of in the thick of it and with the owlbear attack. So he has the sort of typical Quandrix sort of loadout. He's got mage armor, he's got guidance, that sort of the basic sort of stuff. He's got a couple of attack spells, but generally Kadoris' strengths are in sort of arcana and investigation, and smart people stuff. He's smart in one specific area, and it's that.
Yeah.
He's an elf, so he also has a bit of a nature background, but he's really kind of a behind the scenes man. He's a support character.
Well, I think that whoever ends up having to deal with this orb could definitely use some guidance. You never know what little amount is going to help tip the scale. And once we know what we're up against, I mean, we're going to need that big brain of yours to help us figure out what's going on.
A thing no one has ever accused me of having.
It's a bigger brain than mine.
I don't think so. I mean, you figured all this out. We just sort of showed up and, you know, trying to help as best we can. I just, you know, you're my friend and you seem worried, so I want to help.
Any and all help's appreciated.
He looks pleased.
I give him a big ol' hug.
Oh, he hugs you back. Okay. So, who's gonna touch the orb? And we'll figure out who's gonna touch the orb next week, I guess. Big cliffhanger.
We're just gonna have to rock, paper, scissors.
Who's going to touch the orb? You've got a week to think about it. Because we have to end there, unfortunately. Our time is more than up. So, thanks, everybody. I know, I'm devastated. Thanks,
How
everybody,
is the time already, though?
for hanging out with us so far tonight.
3 more hours. Come on.
I would,
I know.
but
I would,
unfortunately,
but I gotta
What
go
about-
to work.
some
I
of you have to go to work tomorrow.
Ugh.
But we'll get to do it next week, which I'm already extremely excited about. Thanks everybody for joining us. Real quick, let's do stars and wishes because we have to. Before
I go.
we go away, go,
Do it.
Rachel.
I go. My star goes to Sid and Giselle for those beautiful, thoughtful presents that were adorable, and it was very wholesome, and we missed you a lot. And my wish is you never leave us again.
I don't want to, and I never will again.
Again. I'm done. No, my wish is, my actual wish is that we survive whatever the hell is going to happen next week so that we can go to this masquerade ball. And I would also like to say, touch the wait, what is it? Is it thimble? Touch the thimble, touch it, I say, from Sleeping Beauty. Anyway,
Oh,
it's just been in my
yes.
head this whole
Yeah.
time. Which is like that really creepy Maleficent voice. Okay. It's Maleficent and the orb. That's all I've got.
Maybe. Thank you, Rachel. Who wants to go next? I will call on you. No, I won't. I'll just sit here in awkward silence until somebody talks.
Oh God, that's somehow worse. I'll go. The voices make the screams in my head, so I must speak. My star is for Sid. Welcome back. Hi, you get a star.
Oh, thanks.
And don't ever leave me again,
Never again.
please.
Never.
Please don't. Oh, thank you. And my wish is that whoever touches the orb, may they be okay, and may I don't have to fight a fucking friend. I'll be so upset. I spook. I have like 4 different spells depending on who was gonna do what, that I was like ready, like finger on the trigger, ready to cast some shit, including me. So I'm ready. Thanks, Savvy, for that setup. I will be thinking about this all week.
You got a whole week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob. Who
Yeah.
wants to go now?
I'll do mine. Since we're just going with this, my star is for Sid.
Your
Welcome
Sid is
back.
your star?
My
My
Sid's
Sid
for
is my star.
Sid is our
Sid
star.
is my star.
Aw.
No, but seriously, for like just jumping right back into it, Giselle had a whole energy tonight. So, welcome back. We had wished for you back for so many weeks, and now you
I
are.
know, it made me cry while I was watching the VODs, y'all.
And my wish is to fight my friends. No, my wish is canceling out Rob's wish.
You've activated my trap card.
It's gonna be us just fist fighting.
Except you fighting not to fight me, and me fighting.
Who
to
would
fight
win
you.
in a
Please.
fight? Willoughby
Oh,
or
God.
Law?
Oh,
Fuck
Don't
me.
wanna play
do
that.
this
It would
to
never
me.
happen. It's an
it would
impossible.
never happen. Willoughby literally wouldn't fight back. It would be the saddest shit.
Law wouldn't either. Law would not punch a Willoughby.
I'm gonna
That would
start
be
a
too
Twitter
sad.
poll. I have my thoughts,
The
but
third
I'm not going
option
to share
needs
them
to be
because I can't
never
be biased
happen. Okay.
amongst my children.
Savvy doesn't have favorites.
My wish is to
I don't have
To-
favorites. I just know everybody's armor class.
I mean, that's fair.
ours is the same now. I think.
Are we?
Yeah,
think
your armor
so.
classes, if they're not the same, they're very close, and they're both.
They're very-
Giselle would die,
too high.
you guys.
Way
You would kill her.
No, but seriously, my wish is I can't wait to play out like all of these events happening like at the same time, and us having to like chaotically go from like one event to the other over like the course of 2 weeks or a week or a day or whatever, however quickly these are happening, and just to watch us steadily unwind as we are perpetually attacked. I assume at every event.
It's gonna be basically 3 days of fashion show,
Attack.
fashion show and auction, battle of
attack.
Strixhaven, masquerade is essentially
Masquerade attack.
how this is about
maybe,
to go.
maybe attack masquerade just to throw, a little...
I'm
yeah.
assuming Greta knows that she's been replaced.
She does not have to be. I could be in the sidelines and do some help. I could be. I could coach. I could
Hush
coach.
your mouth.
Another thing that you guys need to think about for next week, because the Battle of Strixhaven is going up.
Right. We can't just
Figure
have
that
both.
out after the next.
So Raya's
You can
sprained her
have
ankle.
Greta and Giselle on the team, but you won't get to have the bag of tricks on the team.
Oh, I rather have.
'Cause it's 5 players.
I rather have Greta than the bag of tricks, but that's just me.
But we could have had
But
Giselle.
what about Giselle?
Well, Giselle was only going to be if Giselle wasn't here. We can't have Giselle and Giselle. That would get confusing.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
care.
my star now because I'm confused. I think my star has to go to Willoughby Wanderfoot first year for many different things, including just running up to Giselle and hugging her in the middle of a marketplace out of nowhere. But mainly for, well, I have to go into the room by myself and sacrifice myself because I don't want my friends to get hurt. He's too wholesome. He's too wholesome. And I can't
He's a
stand it. Stop it. Don't
Boy, I'm sorry.
stop. Please don't stop.
He's so sweet.
He's just so sweet.
Everyone deserves a Willoughby.
I wish I,
can't
had a
wait to get
Willoughby,
into
and I am a
Willoughby's.
Willoughby.
You're our
can't wait
Willoughby,
to get-
Rob.
Somebody
Into
needs to be
Willowby's
Rob's
grimdark
Willoughby.
backstory.
And Rob's Willoughby. My snarky
Doris
British
is Rob's
wife isn't
Willoughby
gonna be my
if
Willoughby. So
one
it's
of
gotta
them
be
You
was
can have my
Doris.
Bob.
Barbie as your Willoughby.
Oh!
Oh, and my wish is to just have Giselle sit at lunch one day and watch 80 people come and ask Sereia to the masquerade. That's my wish.
Mhm.
And
so
literally like
worried.
buy some fancy popcorn from the cafe and eat it while she watches.
You said a lot of words that were very hard to spell. Sorry. trying to type shit out, and I always spell Sereia's name wrong on the first try and have to go back. And then I was like, oh, fuck, now I have to type Masquerade. Okay. Here we go. Thanks,
I
everybody.
had to look up how to spell bureaucratic this morning, so
Spelling's
it's
hard.
that kind of day.
Oh god.
It's one of those days where, like, you spell it.
Lock.
English is whack.
English is completely whack. It's just one of those days where you spell a word 2 or 3 times and spell check is still like, you're doing it wrong. And I'm like, well, do you want to tell me what's right?
Like, I can't even tell you what
No.
this is. I can't even suggest what you're trying to
I don't
spell
even know
right
what you're
now.
trying to do here.
Thanks for judging me, spell check.
Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks to my wonderful, lovely friends here who I just love to pieces for playing this game with me every week and being wonderful and making it a joy to be a part of. Which you guys always do. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we go away for the week? Okay, well, you know where to find these folks. Their Twitter handles are below their faces. Some of them have Twitch channels as well. We all tweet and retweet when we go live. As far as GGK goes, you can subscribe to our YouTube, where if you've missed past episodes of this show or any of our shows, you can find there. It's youtube.com/game nights. As always, game with 2 G's and nights with a K. You can follow us on Twitter, and you can join our Discord where we tweet, where we go live, and we post as well. We will be back in 1 week for the next episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet. But until then, good game and good night, Internet.